Everyone, welcome back to another episode of REV Sports Wrap It Up. We got the trio back together, only for a short time because your boy feels like crap. But I'm pushing through for a couple of segments, and then I'll leave it to the lovely soul and my boy Tushka to wrap up the show. All pun intended on that one. But how we doing, guys?
Good. Tushka, cheers.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me get this little guy.
Salud.
Hey, salud.
Yay.
Josh's tummy is hurting, so he will not be consuming.
Yeah. You all
Cheers.
drink one.
Pepto.
Yeah, I will be consuming Tums here in very briefly for that. But before I round to get some Tums, we should round the bases. Tushka, your team beat mine today. Good job.
Yeah. Royals.
Now tell me the record.
Oh God, Mike. I think we got 26 wins.
Let me pull the standings up. The Royals are you got 24 wins. You're 24 and 38.
My bad. I didn't mean to promote us.
Yeah,
24 and 38.
Guys, we all three of our teams are in last place in our division. We did it. We did it, guys.
Hey, but the Red Sox won today. We beat the Orioles. The Blue Jays jumped over the Orioles because we beat the Orioles. So congratulations, Toronto.
Yeah. Fucking Canada.
Woo! Guess what, Canada? Because I'm not going to be here for the hockey segment. You didn't get you're not going to have another Stanley Cup again. It's so fun.
Hasn't won one in my lifetime.
Nah, you don't need to see one. Yeah, you don't need to see one. It's fine. But go Hurricanes. Put it that way. But as far as baseball, my Reds are in last place, but they're still above 500. That's how good my division is. Yay. At least the Cubs are right there with us and sucking. But the Brewers, like every year, are still in first. And as far as the other ones, Tampa is a game ahead of the Yankees. Cleveland is doing well, but the White Sox are still showing that they're still in second. They're in second. So I think the Pope has done some blessings on that team to get them a little bit better. The Mariners and the Rangers, that West Division is going to be fun to watch. The Braves are playing amazing ball for as good as Philly's actually playing, but the Braves are just better. And of course, the Dodgers are the Dodgers. So there's a lot of baseball left. Broken record. It all ends in the same way. The Dodgers won the daggone thing. But it's going to be interesting to see if Atlanta can keep up with them.
I think it might be Atlanta this year.
I mean, as long as Acuna stays healthy.
I have there's always something to me external that can push a team, and I think the passing of Bobby Cox can really push Atlanta forward. We saw that in 2020 when the Lakers beat the Heat in the bubble. Kobe had died, so people were like, "Oh, Kobe's angel." When you think about the Euros that Italy won, Italy was really, really strongly, we all were, but Italy was really strongly affected by COVID before everyone else, kind of. So it was them winning the Euros there. So sometimes there's external forces that can push a team forward. And I know Tushka has talked about if there's championships and stuff in a team, that can be an external force. If another team in your city wins, that can push your team and thus the growth of the city. So sometimes it's not always what's within your team. It's your city and the people around you that can push you forward. And so I feel like it's Atlanta's here.
Maybe. Well,
Baseball.
The Montreal women didn't push forward the Montreal men.
Yeah, but they got pretty far with a young team. Mm-hmm. And so who knows what the Habs can do down the line.
Yeah, but Atlanta, it's a good point that, the spirit of Bobby Cox could propel them to the World Series this year. So it's a good one on that. But, like you said, we're still going to cover baseball, but it's going to kind of be the same type of segments of, unless there's big time stories, which there really isn't. Just baseball being played, baseball is happening, runs are scored, outs are happening. But shout out to the Texas Tech girls and Texas Longhorn girls. They are in the finals.
Boo.
If you haven't followed this year's softball and the storylines, you're missing out, especially with the whole Mia Williams Florida situation that happened. That was fun. Jason Williams, white chocolate, daughter, went to Florida, didn't get along with the coach, transferred this year to Texas Tech because Texas Tech got that money. Okay. So that's where the softball team's really good. And they played Florida in some type to get to the College World Series, and they beamed Mia Williams like 5 times. And then Jason Williams was starting to gripe. He's basically revoked his legend status with the University of Florida because that's where he went. And she ended up hitting when they had an elimination game against Alabama, and they had to beat Alabama twice. In game 1, she hit a walk-off to force game 2, and then they won game 2, and now it's Texas Tech, Texas. So shout out to softball because it's been pretty good there.
It's been I'm sorry, Dushka, but it has been a good
trash.
I know Oklahoma.
It's not softball if Oklahoma ain't a part of it.
Well, they can host the Olympics. Okay, you all have the Olympics for softball. But,
yeah, we also host this. Like,
right.
What are you talking about? It's always in Oklahoma City. We are fucking softball, bro.
But shout out to the Sooners for giving us one of our most watched videos ever. We talked about the 4-peat. So shout out to the Sooners for that.
Yeah.
So as much as I have family that work for the University of Texas, so I grew up not liking the Sooners. But hey, if you watch our videos, you get a thumbs up from me. So shout out to them. But College World Series, I haven't really kept up with that one. But the softball, I couldn't stay away. It was just 2 good storylines and good ball. Good ball was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Plus it's like 7 innings. It's quick. It's really good. So
yep.
I
always highly contested.
I always like watching the softball World Series. It's so fun for that. So shout out to the collegiate girls getting paid decent amount of money, and hopefully I want Texas Tech to win. Now I'm kind of invested in the Texas Tech team for how much I've watched, and plus somebody's actually following along Jason Williams as he's going and watching his daughter and stuff. So I'm invested in that. So
shout out to never cheer for the Longhorns.
Yeah.
Also, college softball, like the best team chants.
Yeah.
Like the energy from the bench is so much better than the guys. The guys are just like, I gotta get it. Yeah, break a dozen. It's like, that's it. Like the girls do chants, songs. It's fucking correct me.
Yeah,
it's a full-time show.
Good stuff.
And as someone whose mother went to Texas A&M, I am also Longhorns down.
I can't do it. It's in my blood. I can't ever have put horns down, but I am.
It's easy. It's easy. Just hold it up, right? Rock. Out.
Nope. It just can't.
Just put it in submission, man.
I stay at midnight with my horns, man. Yeah, I don't know. No. My horns are all up for that. So, but yeah, that's what I got for the stitched ball. Small and big.
Let's go, Brewers.
I know that you're not feeling good, but how's your vocal cords?
That they're okay.
Ready for
skip. All right. Tushka, you want to talk about it?
I think you got the first line.
No, you want to talk about it?
No,
I know we're gonna get there.
Why don't you read the first line?
Yeah. San Antonio defeated the defending champs to the NBA Finals. Bullshit. And leave it. Yep, I left it. I read it. I am Ron Burgundying this thing right now. Okay.
I think you need to read the rest of it, Josh.
Yeah.
And also read
it and thought, nope. I'll keep it. LOL. Thanks. I want to surprise Josh since he won't read it until he until live, he is very much Anchorman.
I love you, Josh.
Hey, did you see Shoal? As soon as I started reading, she was calling her shot, and she hit a grand slam on that. But yeah, anyway, back to the not to bury the lead here, but Tushka.
Mhm.
You couldn't foul your way to the finals again?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Maybe if the officials actually called over the back by the fucking alien himself, you know,
7'5",
because that happened a dozen times every goddamn game.
He steps over 6'5",
dude. It's insane. I mean, he's an absolute monster. I mean, right now the Knicks are coming back a little bit. Tracy Morgan's on TV, so I want to hear him cheer. But yeah, I mean, San Antonio Spurs, they defeat the Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 7 in Oklahoma City by a decent margin.
Without the Spurs nuns, they didn't travel.
Without the
Oh,
what?
The
yeah.
Spurs nuns.
The Spurs nuns and the Spurs racks.
Who gives a shit about it? Why do we care about Catholicism all of a sudden, guys? What, the Pope, the nuns? Who gives a fuck? No, it's bullshit, guys. Yeah, I mean, everybody is going to complain about, you know, the Thunder and say that, you know, we get all the fouls. I'm like, that's loser mentality. At the end of the day, the officiating, as I say every year, officiating is not great. It really isn't. It's inconsistent at best. You know, there was plenty of penalties and fouls, some weird kind of technicals and calls. There was a weird moment, I believe, in Game 6, where they wouldn't even give the Spurs coach a challenge. It was just like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, you're even at like a timeout. Like, it's clear as day. He was trying to call for a challenge. They didn't give it to him.
And then gave him a technical. And then gave him a technical.
Yeah, then gave him a technical for complaining about it. Rightfully so, complaining, not rightfully so for the technical. So there was just like a lot of weird things, and it was kind of on both sides. That was aggravating. But at the end of the day, Chet just cannot get it done.
God awful.
Yeah, Victor, who's your mama? He's good. He is an alien. But SGA, for some reason, Game 7 really just couldn't turn it on like he normally does. Really, the last 3 games, he just didn't look like himself. So I don't know if maybe there was a little bit of underlying injury that was kind of nagging at him, but he just wasn't turning it on like he normally did in the past. The bench still came through. McCain, fucking great pickup. Loved that acquisition whenever we got that at the beginning of the year. He turned out to be very well. Of course, we're missing, one of the J. Will brothers due to injury. That was for the entire playoffs, though. Mm-hmm. So we really should have been kind of set with that. We just couldn't get it done, man. I mean, right now as we're watching, the Spurs are, two points up, and just champagne. Velociraptor, Wembley Stadium, whatever his name is. He's just a monster. He's hard to really go with. Go Knicks, okay. Yeah, we'll see. I feel like really whoever won the West is going to be winning the title. Yeah. The East is just basically like just the winner is like the smartest kid with Down syndrome, right? Let's just be honest. Yeah, not appropriate, but still quoting a movie.
Waiting.
Waiting.
I know that.
Yep. But yeah, it's the Spurs. They're just a colossal force to be reckoned with. With Veronica Yamaka at the helm. They're going to be incredible. Brunson, though, kind of had a little bit of an injury in the first half of this one. So Velociraptor, Webman Obama, he's doing pretty good. But yeah, that's all I got for Oklahoma City part. It's bullshit. But hey, you can't win every year.
One thing I like, and I think I saw there was it'll be 8 years in a row where there's a different champion each year. So that really shows for the parity of the league.
Mhm.
And I think it's fun when you have. I do love dynasties. I love dynasties. But I think it's fun when you do have like different winners and different cities get to celebrate. So it'll whether it's the New York Knicks, which New York will go fucking insane if the
They were
Knicks
right.
win. And it's also a World Cup city. So like at the same time you have the World Cup going on and the New York Knicks in the finals. And Pride Month, New York, insane.
All streets will be flooded with stuff.
Stuff. And then you have and then San Antonio. I can't believe I'm saying this as a Miami Heat fan, but I have so much respect and love for the San Antonio team, and it's mostly because of Pop. I love Greg Popovich, and so even though he's not the coach, he's still so much involved in that team. And like he even went into the locker room, which is like, what the fuck are you guys doing in the series between them and Oklahoma City? So
You can stay out. They need to stay out of locker rooms.
so like if they win, yeah, Pop needs a ring as much as everyone else.
Oh,
Like,
yeah, he's gonna get a ring. It's the fact that he hasn't had a statue yet built outside of San Antonio. But Wemby, I might have said on this show before, but I was out with my buddies and we were brought up the Wemby and all that, and he was like, "Do you think Wemby's going to surpass Tim Duncan for the best power forward of all time?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, I was like, he won't surpass Tim Duncan as the best power forward of all time. He's in a different category. You don't ever say Michael Jordan's the best two guard. He's on that trajectory of being one of those dudes where he's not just, hey, he's the best at this position. No, he's just one of the best of all time.
Yeah,
I know
he just slammed dunk from the free throw line.
Right.
Yeah.
And he can shoot it from half. He's got a good,
Yep.
It's not fair.
90% free throw shooter.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be that agile and 7'5" and have that touch and have those drip handles. Like, it's just, he is an alien. I enjoy
and I've
watching.
talked about on the women's side how France is going to be scary at the next Olympics. France is also still going to be scary on the men's side as well, and it's because of Wembanyama.
I'll tell you who's not going to be scary is Canada with their dumb rules.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's stupid. I
didn't put that in the rundown, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, this is crazy.
Oh, I get why they put that in there. Like, in theory, I get the rule, but you see it backfired. So for those who don't know, Canada you have to devote 3 years to the team, no matter where they play, because obviously US, they don't have that. It's just, hey, there's world championships. Let's put a roster together, invite people. They go out. Some people say, I don't want to play. Some people do. And that's kind of how US rolls, because we've got a plethora of basketball players that we can just, and NBA players we can do. I guess Canada is like, no, we need SGA. And of course, Jamal Murray is like, I'm out. And Wiggins is gone. Wiggins, and I forget the other player, but they still have SGA. And I mean, they're still going to do a decent team, but that's just a dumb on that, and just backfiring on them. But yeah, no, I don't think this is going to be a gentleman's sweep. I think this series will go a little bit further. But I don't see anybody beating. And I mean, we're tied up at the end of the third right now, so I don't see anybody beating San Antonio. It's all said and done. They're just a very young team, and whereas the Knicks, that core Villanova Wildcat core that they have alongside Cat, they're not going to go away. They have that team plays with way too much heart, all pun intended, because Josh Hart is on the team. But yeah, that Jalen Brunson, I watched him walk like 7 times, but they don't call it. So do what you got to do, man. I don't get the gather dribble. I'm just
the finals of a lot
right.
of heart, because I think you can also like look at San Antonio and like how emotional Wemby has gotten.
Yeah.
From winning, like the amount of heart there. So like I think this is one of those finals that unless you are someone who hates the Knicks or hates San Antonio, this is like either or who wins. It's going to be a good story.
Yeah, it's gonna be for sure. I mean, obviously, I would like the Knicks to, the whole thing of like parity. Like the Knicks haven't won it since 1973. I did like the stat that you shared with me, Sol, about that every time the Knicks are in the finals, the U.S. hosts a World Cup.
Yeah, every time
Oh,
every
boy.
time the US
Yeah.
has hosted a World Cup, the Knicks has made it to the finals. So 94, 99, and now 2026.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a crazy stat. Still not as cool as that Larry Fitzgerald has more tackles than drop passes in his career. That's just my favorite stat of all time. But that is nuts that the World Cup and so like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, I can connect the World Cup with the Knicks.
Yeah, this one's almost like a definitive. What's not definitive though, just to the Wimby of everything, is his longevity.
Yeah.
Because we've seen athletic freaks come out at this height and length, and they are on fire for 2-3 years, and then the knee problems start coming into effect.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the Anthony Davis.
Greg Oden, like straight
Oh
up.
God bless it. The Chinese guy.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, Yao Ming. I mean,
Yao
we've
Ming's
seen
not
it.
as good. Yao Ming's doesn't touch it, but I get what you're saying.
Well, no, but it's the height. It's the
Yeah.
height, man. I mean, it's just gravity does not like humans being that tall for that long. And so I don't wish that upon Wimby. Only in the series that they play Oklahoma City Thunder. That's the only time, just for 7 games. Then everything else, man, be amazing, because that's exactly what it is. And tie ball, baby, going into the fourth quarter. It's gonna be a good series, though.
Yeah, I'm with Justin. I think it's gonna go 6 or 7. I freaking hate that thing. I hate kids.
You're the one that did it. You're the
I'm
one that did
aware.
it.
I hate myself for doing it.
Okay, as long as you hate yourself too, then that,
Oh
then
yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
I don't hate kids, guys. It just I don't.
I love
think
doing
it's
it
right.
because it annoys kids.
It does.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It does annoy.
Like you're
Uh,
old, you don't get it.
Oh, I get it.
I don't want to get it, but I'm still going to do it until
the fact
if
that I
this
know the
you
lore
off and you
behind
stop
it,
doing it.
I hate myself for knowing it. I'll put it that way.
No.
Anyway, but yeah, Tushka, I'll leave with this before we move on to the WNBA. How does it feel as a Cowboys fan? How does it feel to be a fan of the most hated team in that sport?
You mean like in every sport?
No, I'm talking about like OKC. Like they're the most hated team in NBA. Like,
I don't care.
okay.
I mean, haters are ultimately losers. Why am I going to listen to a bunch of losers?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying for 37 years.
I mean, does SGA embellish? Yeah, who doesn't? LeBron on. Every fucking player's done it. Are there fouls that go our way? Yeah, I don't like it. But there's also fouls that go the other direction. There's inconsistency in officiating. Do we have one of the greatest young teams ever? Yeah, last year we did. This year, maybe if we had Jay Will, it would be a little bit of a different story. Maybe a little bit of a different story. But we can't count it on that because we had such a deep roster. And it sucks that we didn't get there this year. I think we've got some contracts lined up to where we got another run at it. But the Spurs are even younger than us. And we're really just seeing this next generation of ball players come into effect. And with the expansion teams kind of looming on the horizon here in a couple of years, we're not going to see these two teams hold together for that much longer. And so that's where it's like, I really think we just need to love what we're seeing right now. I mean, and with the Knicks as well, some of these young, teams that just have these incredible presidents and, personnel kind of workers that have been drafting and putting together these teams. And let's just hope that, after the expansions and teams kind of getting split up, maybe we can kind of, consistently or kind of keep maybe some of that competition. But yeah, no, winning's winning. It's okay. I got the Chiefs. We'll see what we do this year.
I was going to say, Tushka likes to be in his villain era.
Yeah.
And Josh and I have spoke multiple times on here when Tushka wasn't
Behind
here,
my back.
about how ultimately it's the refs. It has to go down to the officiating. If the refs are going to allow you to do something and you're wanting to win, you're going to do it. And so if the refs are going to let SGA do what SGA does, SGA is going to do it. If the refs are going to let Caitlin Clark do stuff, she's going to do it. If the refs are going to
tell her coach benches her.
Yeah.
There you lead.
The refs are going to let LeBron do stuff. LeBron's going to continue doing it. It's just how
the Cleveland Browns are going to let Deshaun Watson do stuff
Allegedly.
off the field, but they're going to let him, and they're going to pay him.
And then they're going to send their best defensive player ever to the Rams.
Wild.
Okay.
But
speaking about bad refs, WNBA.
I'll deliver your lead.
Yeah, bad refs all around. WNBA. So I'm going to focus on basically 2 games here. Well, 3 technically, but 2. The Dallas Wings beat the Las Vegas Aces 95-87 with Paige Beckers, AZ Fudd, and Jess Shepard all scoring 20-plus points. Jess Shepard had a 22-point, 20-rebound, 10-assist triple-double. She's the only player to have ever had 20-plus points, 20-plus rebound, and 10-plus assist stat line in a game is Alyssa Thomas, the triple-double queen. So the fact that Jess Shepard, who I think before this year, if you really watch WNBA, you might know who she is, but she's not one of the big names or anything. And she's right now doing some stuff with Paige and AZ and Enrique. So she's making a name for herself with the Dallas Wings. She's also doing cookouts and stuff, so cooking on the grill. So there's a bunch of pictures of that too, of her feeding her team. So she's again making a name for herself in a good way. This game was AZ's first start in the WNBA, and Jose Fernandez, the coach of the Wings, has said that he wanted to slowly integrate AZ with the start of the WNBA season, starting so soon after the end of the collegiate season. I know a lot of people were pissed off at him for this and some other stuff, but I think this is a smart move. The season does start so soon after the collegiate season. I think we talked about this in Caitlin Clark's rookie year, that one of the best things to happen to her was her not going to the Olympics. She actually had like a month of rest, that she was able then to come back and play really, really well after that because she was able to rest. These players literally play a full season, go to March Madness, get drafted, are a pro. And then if you are a number 1 pick, you're starting immediately, you're playing a bunch. So the fact that Jose Fernandez, who was a collegiate coach last year, is just like, hey, I know what it's like in the college setting. I'm going to give her a little time to integrate in, and now she's starting and doing really well. So I think that was a good choice on his part. Thoughts on Dallas Wings, Vegas?
I love watching Paige play. And the fact that I can't wait for. I hope we get a Dallas Vegas series in the playoffs, and it is going to be interesting to see AZ get her legs under and see if that actually develops into something special. Because you know what Paige is going to do. We know what AZ is going to do. So it's going to be interesting to see if the Dallas Wings keep it up to stay, because we know Vegas is going to be there. They got the GOAT player and they got the GOAT coach. So, but yeah, no, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what AZ does.
Any thoughts, Tishka?
It doesn't matter. Kelsey Plum doesn't play for them anymore. Really don't care. No. I mean,
busy stabbing people in the back.
Yeah, Paige. I mean, yeah, she's young and upcoming GOAT. Alyssa Thomas, absolutely incredible. So, yeah, let's see what happens. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess I really don't have a WNBA team. There's not one in Kansas City or Oklahoma. Dallas is the closest, but I mean, with the name Wings, I don't know. It just sounds like a mediocre 1990s sitcom about an airport team.
I mean, you did choose Dallas Stars because of
Wings, baby. I was gonna say, did you pick it up on it? Yeah, actually, a pretty good show. Really good show. Wings,
it was very. Most people don't really talk about it. But anyway, I want to get real into the Wings television show. This is about sports and the Dallas Wings. Would it be funny if they relocated to Buffalo though? Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I mean,
a little spicy.
They were. Was it Detroit that it was? Yeah, it was the Detroit Shock that then became the Tulsa Shock that are now the Dallas Wings. So that if they move again, that would be their 4th move.
Yeah.
Moving on up.
And
To the east side or west side? Which way they going?
And then next up, we're talk a little bit about the Fever. The Fever lost 2 games this past week against the Valkyries and the Fire. There was a viral moment that happened that I really don't want to talk about because I think too much has been said about it on both sides, and I think people are making. I guess because like on the internet, you can't have a nuanced take about anything. You have to be strong on one side or the other. I say personally, I don't like that kind of behavior. It's happened before, but a lot of other players have also done this as well. I think people are blowing it a little bit out of proportion, but it is something that I don't want to see going forward. So I think there's a nuanced take to it, but I really don't want to get too much into it unless you guys want to say something. If you do, I'm not going to silence you.
I think the coach is racist.
White on white crime.
Yeah. I mean, get it. Usually, it's a good move. I mean, you go with running science, so to say, with South Park, where they had a running team and they got Token. But this is like the inverse of Token.
Okay, you say his name right. It's Tolkien after J.R.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Tolkien. Black.
It's not Token. It's Tolkien. Don't be that guy. South Park said the whole time.
Hey, whenever the announcers said his name, they said Token. No, it's just blown way out of proportion.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, a coach and a player get into an argument.
Again, bad officiating.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we wouldn't be here if it, wasn't for some of that. But at the same time, you've got to have a little bit of maturity and a little bit of thick skin whenever you are one of the best in the game, because you're always going to get attacked. Yeah. And any little thing you do, you roll your eyes, you do this and that, it's going to get blown out of proportion. But
what I do want to shout out, though, is Veronica Burton. She's a beast for the Valkyries. She's scoring 25 points in the Valkyries 90-88 win against the Fever. And the Fire have a nice thing going on in Portland. Those white girls, they can hoop. That team is very white. They've got rid of like all of their black players. They're pretty much, and they're just very white, but those white girls can hoop.
So you're telling me they're fundamentally sound? Are they sneaky good? Like you didn't realize they were going to be this good, and they're sneaky good?
I thought we were talking about Portland, not Seattle.
I'm just trying to use all the ways. Are they a very intelligent team?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they're scrappy. They're real gym rats.
Yeah, they're real gym rats. Yeah. They are. Yeah. They surprise you.
They have good credit. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Their stock portfolios, so good.
Dynamite. Their S&P is off the
Ooh.
Yeah. Their jump shots are pure.
Yeah.
Pure as well.
They pivot like a boss.
Now I'm just thinking of the white American NBA player. Have you guys heard that song?
Yeah. Oh,
they got podcasts. They got nice hair. Spot up shooters that can hound it on defense. Assuming that they went to Duke is not a crazy pretense. White American NBA player.
So good.
Anyways.
Jason Williams would be proud.
And then lastly, for the WNBA, Olivia Miles with the Minnesota Lynx. She's just so fucking good. Probably the best IQ of any of the rookies this year. And I don't know who's happier that she got drafted to the Minnesota Lynx, Cheryl Reeves or Courtney Williams, because the two of them, they love her down so much. And we talked about this before, like Minnesota is really good, but no one talks about how good they are, and they just win games, and like everyone's like, oh, Las Vegas or New York or Dallas or Atlanta now, with Angel Reese being in Atlanta, or the Fever, and no one talks about Minnesota. Minnesota's like, I'm just gonna win games.
For the past 2 years, no one's really talked about Minnesota. Minnesota is the most consistent team that hadn't won it, but they're the most consistent team year in, year out, compared to like Dallas was god awful last year. Now they got AZ and new coach. They're doing better. Indiana's got some stuff to work on. Vegas is still good, but they've got Asia, but they always they were up and down last year until they just figured it out when Asia was just like, all right, I'm the greatest of all time ever. It's like she went straight Thanos. It's like, fine, I'll do it myself last year. And guess who's always there? Minnesota. Liberty, that past 2 years, Liberty, they got beat.
Liberty.
Yeah, Liberty. And then you had the Aces last year. They just kept falling short. So maybe this is the year. I don't know. A lot of basketball left for that one.
Basketball left.
Lynx ain't going anywhere.
But yeah, Minnesota's still a good basketball team that no one talks about. But that's what I got for
the Sparks.
But yeah, your girl on the Sparks.
Yeah, but
hey, they've got a good team. She's just still broken.
They got Cam Brink.
Yep. Once you get her ankle back, baby, let's go. Look out. They're going to win half of their games and barely make the playoffs. Be right.
Anyway, but yeah, no, it'll be interesting. But that's it for me, guys. I'm going to go lay down. I am going to take some Tums and hope to God I can get to sleep.
Have a good night, Josh.
Get some rest, buddy.
Bye, guys.
Love ya. Mwah. See you in a couple days.
I know. See you in a couple days, and I should be powered through, and Justin and I'll be talking wrestling tomorrow.
Yeah. And this Friday we're not going to do book club because this one is going to be at this one's house. So we're doing
Louisville.
Book club next.
Yeah. All right. See you guys.
Bye. Ready to talk some soccer?
Yeah, I never.
Your favorite sport?
Waiting for you to ask about that. Yeah.
Well, you did watch Ted Lasso, though.
Yeah. It's good series.
So, one of the actors in Ted Lasso, Christopher Hernandez, who played Danny Rojas,
His football is life.
Football is life, and he signs to play with the USL team El Paso Locomotive. So he is a professional footballer now.
Let's go.
Before becoming an actor, Christopher Hernandez played at the youth levels with Mexican side Tecos FC, but ended his soccer career, or so he thought, at 15 due to injuries. Playing the role of Danny Rojas inspired Cristo to try to be a professional soccer player again, a dream he had given up. Quote, football has always been a huge part of my life and identity, and no matter where life has taken me, the dream of competing professionally never truly left my heart. I'm incredibly grateful to El Paso Locomotive FC, the club, the coaches, staff, and especially my teammates for opening the doors and giving me the opportunity to compete from day one. And then the coach, Junior Gonzalez of the team, said Cristo is a great addition to our roster, adding another attacking threat. His passion for the game and leadership qualities for our locker room allow us to continue to grow the positive culture we strive for as a club. This is just really fucking cool. Someone who wanted to be a professional player, had injuries stop him from being a professional player, decided to switch to acting, plays a role that has him playing a role of a professional player, and him saying, you know what, I kind of want to do this. And then being able to do it and play for, it's a USL team. It's this second or third tier in the U.S. soccer pyramid, but still he's a professional. Yeah. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. They're group B in there. But yeah, and maybe a little bit, not really necessarily nepotism, but you get this guy who, is world famous, for Ted Lasso. Because it was a hit, internationally as well. So, kind of sell some tickets. But, hopefully, Cristo actually has, a prolonged career. I'm not sure, which injuries, what he was dealing with when he was 15. But, now, that he's a prolific actor. He was in, which one was it? Was it Spider-Man? He played the bartender. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was Spider-Man. Yeah, he played the bartender whenever Venom came. Kind of dropped that. So, yeah, No Way Home. But then, so he's got his financial backing excuse me,
Bless you.
to be able to help with some of his like physical therapy and things of that nature to help strengthen and condition kind of where he was lacking maybe at a younger age. But yeah, dude, I mean, hey, football is life, brother. Live it.
Football's life.
Yeah, let's go.
So, congrats to Cristo and congrats to El Paso. And gonna switch
is that
to maybe, who knows?
Locomotive, choo choo. And then they got to play that song, right? Come on, ride the train.
They have to. They have to. Some other good news, because Josh and I have been talking about all the ways that FIFA has been screwing shit over in the United States for this World Cup. So we have some good news here, and then we'll talk a little bad news, but some good news first. Mamdani secures $50 World Cup tickets for New Yorkers. On May 21st, Mayor Zoran Mamdani announced that the City of New York, in partnership with the New York-New Jersey Host Committee, has secured 1,000 affordable tickets to the FIFA World Cup 2026 for New Yorkers at $50 per seat, including free round-trip bus transportation to MetLife. Go back, I think it's like 2 or 3 weeks ago, where Josh and I were talking about how ridiculous the pricing. I think it was like $11 train is now like $150 per person to get to MetLife. Crazy stuff. So that's without even the ticket to the game. That transportation was going to be crazy. So that being included is really cool here. A World Cup is coming to our backyard, and we want to ensure working class New Yorkers have the opportunity to be part of it, says Mayor Mamdani. We sat down with the host committee to make certain the tournament belongs to the people who make this city what it is today. 1,000 New Yorkers are going to get into those stands for $50 and a free bus ride. I'm proud that New York City is leading the way. The program covers the 5 group stages and 2 knockout round matches with approximately 150 tickets allocated per game. New York City residents age 15 and over may enter a lottery for a chance to purchase tickets, with winners selected randomly. To prevent scalping, tickets will be non-transferable and distributed directly to winners at the official boarding location on the day of each match. Free round-trip transportation from the pickup locations to the New York, New Jersey Stadium will be included to every winner. Every host city, I think, should be doing something like this. Right now, with the ticket prices, regular everyday folks aren't able to go to these matches. The 1994 World Cup is the reason we have a domestic league, is why the MLS exists in this country, and started the growth of soccer here in the U.S. The 2026 World Cup has the potential to grow soccer even more, but being able to go to the game is a big part of it. So many former U.S. 17, U.S. women's national team players talk about going to the games in 94 and 99 for the Women's World Cup, and that being the springboard for them deciding to be a professional and having that dream to play for the U.S. Clint Dempsey, one of the greatest in the U.S. shirt, was one of those kids. He went to a game in Dallas. So the next Clint Dempsey can be inspired by this World Cup, but that's only if he can get into the door, pretty much. One of FIFA's pillars is to grow the game in the world. They could actually do it by making things more affordable, because right now with the prices, we might have some empty stadiums and basically 1%ers going to the games. Right now, there are multiple tickets still available for the U.S. first match against Paraguay in L.A. at SoFi Stadium, which are going for about $1,000 plus, which it was going for like $13,000 like a few weeks ago. So the price has been going down, but still $1,000 is a lot of money. And so hopefully they go down further. I've been telling people to check the night before the games, pretty much. If you live in a World Cup city and you want to go to the World Cup, it's most likely going to be one of those. They drop the tickets the night before, or maybe even day of, because the stadium, FIFA does not want empty stadiums. And that's basically what they did Club World Cup as well here, is that they overpriced them to hell. No one bought them. And then people were getting in for $20 the day of. So it sucks that might be the case, but hey, that might be the case here. So this is really cool. But that Mamdani has secured this for New York. I hope that other host cities can secure this. Like, I could see Kansas City doing something like this. Like, because Kansas City's so proud to have the World Cup there, and they were fighting for it between like them and Nashville and other cities, and them being able to get this. So I would think they, especially with what they've done with the soccer stadium for the women's team there, that this would be something that they would do. So like, I feel like they would be the next ones to do this. I hope so. And I know you love your KC, so maybe we can convince Kansas City to do it and other cities to do this as well. But your thoughts?
Yeah. Well, the big thing is, I mean, who's paying for it?
Right.
I mean, yeah, there's inflation with pricing. You had that, issue with Airbnbs, jacking up prices, not just for the World Cup, but a lot of recent events where, all of a sudden, they're kicking people out and then jacking prices up, and just doing very shady business practices. Yeah. But at the end of the day, $50 is stupid cheap.
Right.
Like, you can't get a ticket anywhere for $50. I mean, you can't even go to a movie and get popcorn and drink for under $50. And so for that, it's like, all right, there's got to be some kind of benefactor. Yeah. Someone's got to be pitching in or kind of teaming up. And then you add not just the access, but the transportation. I mean, it's fucking phenomenal. I mean, if this is what socialism or communism is, hey, guys, maybe it's not that bad. Y'all said he was a socialist, so see what it is. But no, I mean, that's great for the people of New York. But yeah, for Kansas City, dude, I mean, we're just going to get drunk in the parking lot. We're going to eat, we're going to tailgate our ass off, and then literally probably walk up like after, the kind of the kickoff or, the introductories. And then actually just be like, hey, how much is the ticket? Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll pay that now. So I'm sure there might be quite a bit of people doing there. But yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a good showing. Probably that lower bowl would get filled. I believe it's like 75 or 77,000 is what Arrowhead seats, which is, I mean, a lot. Yeah. A lot of people. But yeah. I mean, if the schedules match up and they're able to get some decent pricing, for the tickets, then I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, we went to the U.S. men's game there in Nashville, and that was a great time.
Yeah,
we tailgated our ass off,
and we got those tickets for $40.
Yeah,
we were in the nosebleeds, but we got them for $40.
No, dude, it was still but even then, it was like still a good view.
Yeah,
we still had a great time. I still got my scarf. I think it's over there. I need to actually get it maybe in frame, but yeah, no, I mean, it was a good time. And it's just like, whether you love soccer or not, I mean, it's live sports.
Yeah.
And, and so you get to feel that electric energy, and, especially for, it being, FIFA and World Cup, you have the nationalism aspect. So you get to cheer for your country or your favorite country out of the two. Right. Yeah. I mean, if there's a country you don't like, you get to boo them. All right. You don't really get to do that in a whole lot of other situations. So at the very least, go and boo a country for $50.
Respectfully.
Okay. No, just respectfully. No, I was kidding. This is how we start World War III. No, I was kidding. But yeah, no. I mean, yeah, Mom Donnie, good job, bro. I mean, that's such a big feat.
Yeah.
To get organized and to get that approved. It'd be interesting to really see like a documentary of how this really worked out.
Yeah.
And then with that, I mean, hopefully everybody, has a safe time and safe travel getting there and has a great time. And go America, USA. USA.
I mean, I'll be traveling to Seattle, so that's gonna be fun. My first time in Seattle. Gonna go see US versus Australia.
Nice. Got to go to the fish market.
Yes,
it's fun.
Yes, I'm excited. I am excited, and I think there's even they're gonna put some parties on some barges out on the water, and my friends and I were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go do that shit." So it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you guys get some time, go up north to Everett. Washington. There's a casino that's on the Tulalip Tribes reservation up there. Got to spend some time up there. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place.
And you were talking about the Airbnb. We originally were planning to also go to Vancouver because Vancouver is also a World Cup city. And then Airbnb fucked us over there. And so we're like, fuck you, Canada. I guess we'll stay in Seattle.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, seriously. Yeah. There needs to be some kind of lawsuit or some kind of settlement.
Yeah.
Some of that shit because that's grotesque. But
Speaking
go
of lawsuits,
go watch Team America 250th birthday. Let's go, USA.
Speaking of lawsuits and tickets,
go.
New York and New Jersey are suing FIFA over World Cup tickets.
Yeah.
So this was reported by Tisha Thompson at ESPN. New York and New Jersey announced Wednesday they have subpoenaed FIFA as part of an investigation into its ticketing practices for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, citing soaring prices and reports that fans were misled about seat locations. New York Attorney General Letitia James and New Jersey Attorney General Jennifer Davenport said in a news release that their offices are seeking internal information about how FIFA sold tickets to 8 World Cup matches scheduled to take place at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, including the final on July 19th. Quote, New Yorkers have been waiting years for the World Cup to come to their backyard, and they deserve a fair shot at affordable tickets, James said in a statement. No one should be manipulated into paying sky-high prices for seats, and fans should be able to trust that the tickets they purchase will be the ones they receive. FIFA declined ESPN's request for comment. FIFA ticket prices have, quote, far exceeded the price for any previous World Cup tournament, according to the joint announcement by the Attorneys General. This is the first World Cup in which FIFA has used dynamic pricing, adjusting ticket prices based on demand, and fan complaints about high ticket prices have dominated the headlines. The Attorney General cited news reports that found FIFA raised the prices of tickets to most of the 104 Cup matches between October and April, with prices for the 3 main ticket categories rising on average by 34%. Quote, being honest about ticket sales is not complicated, Davenport said in a statement, but FIFA has turned buying a ticket to the World Cup into a gauntlet of confusion, fake scarcity, and impossibly high prices. Quote, it is an honor to host the World Cup, but the event is not an invitation to exploit our residents and visitors, Davenport added. FIFA has repeatedly defended the high ticket prices for the summer tournament, citing market demand. Quote, we have to look at market, FIFA President Gianni Infantino said earlier this month. We are the market in which entertainment is the most developed in the world, so we have to apply market rates. When asked recently about tickets going for $1,000 and higher, President Donald Trump told the New York Post, I wouldn't pay it either, to be honest with you. The investigation will also seek answers to whether fans were misled about locations of seat they purchased. In its initial ticket sale, FIFA's seat maps divided MetLife Stadium into 4 zones, with Category 1 seats located in the most desirable location. After many fans had already bought tickets, FIFA created new front category zones that contain the most desirable seats in each category, with the Attorney General said cost significantly more. Quote, reports indicate that fans who bought tickets before these new zones were introduced were excluded from those seats and instead assigned less desirable seats, including seats far from the field or behind the goals, the news release read. The Attorney Generals also said that some fans had reported that they did not receive tickets in the category they selected and paid for. These fans who selected Category 1 seats were ultimately assigned seats further back in the Category 2 areas, according to the release. Earlier this month, California Attorney General Rob Bonta sent a letter to FIFA requesting information about the ticket sales for World Cup games in California, including how seating categories were marketed and how seats were assigned. Matches will be played at both SoFi Stadium in Inglewood and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. So this is stuff going on, not just in New York, but in California and everywhere in the U.S., according to these.
By the way, great read. Like, for a second, I thought you were going to finish with, if you have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, please give a doctor. Also, yeah, Trump. I wouldn't pay it either, to be honest with you. Yeah, coming from the guy who literally introduced his daughter to, this is the president of soccer, to the FIFA guy who had him, in the room. Anyways, yeah, great Shane Gillis little segment, him talking about that story. But yeah, I mean, good. Now go after Ticketmaster. Go after
all of them.
Go after all of the legal ticket scalpers, because that's basically just what they've been doing for 20 years is absolutely exploiting Was that Live Nation? God,
Yeah.
those are the fucking worst too. All of them. Just like, oh, do you want to enjoy life? Oh, great. You're gonna have to go into debt for that, because that event you really want to go to, and have some lifelong memories. That's gonna be like $1,000, and that's just for this one portion of the festival that you can get to. It's not the whole thing. It's like Netflix, even with their Netflix is a joke. Whenever you actually buy tickets, you're only getting a ticket not for the whole festival. You're getting a ticket just for that one specific show, and it's like, is this a festival or not? Like, what are we doing here? And we'll see. This might be a landmark case that really affects, how we as a legal system, specifically within New York Attorney General's kind of office and within their court system, but might be a landmark case that goes national, where it really kind of puts the screws to some of the ticket exploitations that we've had in a lot of entertainment, sports, music, everywhere. The value of the dollar is going down, which means, inflation and things are going to jump up. But come on now, $1,000, come on.
Yeah. And when
soccer, it's not that great.
When it comes to these tickets, I have friends who went to the World Cup in Qatar, and they said with the way that the ticket pricing is here in the United States, and some of them living in cities that are host cities, they're like, it was cheaper for me to fly to Qatar and go see a game than it is to see a game in my own backyard. So that is insane. FIFA is thinking, okay, we're in the United States. 94 was the only World Cup where we made money, because they are a nonprofit organization, but they made a shit ton of money in 94. They look at America as a place to make money. And so they're like, we're going to jack up prices more than we do in any other host nation. And it's just like, it's unfair. I know it's the United States, but still it's unfair. And so I like the fact that someone is trying to do something about it, and maybe, as you said, it can be snowball effect to all other industries and other live sports here in the U.S. that doesn't have to do with the World Game and the World Cup.
Yep. No, hopefully. Let justice be served, and let sports live. Because if we allow this to just keep happening, then you're gonna lose fandom. Mm-hmm. You're already kind of seeing it with the NFL to a degree, which is, one reason why they're really pushing the international market, so then they can get that tourism to come and see the games instead of just being the locals. But for the Chiefs, ever since we've been winning Super Bowls, right, been great, love it. But also, I can't go to a game.
Yeah,
it's like $500 for nosebleeds, and and as much as I would love to see them again, I'm not going to pay that. And I guarantee you, I'm not the only one. And that's just the admission to the, the stadium. That's not travel. That's not lodging. That's not everything else. With fuel, getting as expensive as it is. So, I'm very interested in following this. Good job, New York, for doing a lot of things. Not for FIFA, but also for possibly defeating the Spurs. We are in the final 20 seconds. New York is up 103 to the Spurs 95.
Ooh. Yeah. That's the comeback.
Yeah. Justin, you guys got one. That's what you needed. You needed to steal one in San Antonio. That's a good pop in the mouth. You trade at their home, and then you go to your home court. And if you can get those two and go up 3-1, you guys very well have a fighter's chance in this. Jalen Brunson, or I'm going to call him Charles Bronson, because he's got a death wish. Dude, he's him and Cat, dude. They're definitely doing it.
So, interesting stuff going on in New York. Like I said, New York must be a party this summer. Like low-key, a little FOMO. I want to hang out in New York.
Yeah, right.
All right. I'm sorry, we're still on soccer here. U17 26-man roster has been announced. I'm going to quickly go through it. Our goalkeepers, Chris Brady from the Chicago Fire, Matt Freese from NYCFC, speaking of New York, Matt Turner from the New England Revolution. Defenders, Mac Arfson from the Columbus Crew. Serginho Dest from PSV Eindhoven. Alex Freeman from Villarreal. Mark McKenzie from Toulouse. Tim Ream, who has been named our captain, from Charlotte FC. Chris Richards from Crystal Palace. Anthony Robinson from Fulham. Miles Robinson for FC Cincinnati. Joe Scally from Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Austin Trusty from Celtic. Then we have our midfielders. Tyler Adams from AFC Bournemouth, Sebastian Berhalter from the Vancouver Whitecaps, Weston McKennie from Juventus, Gio Reyna from Borussia Mönchengladbach, Christian Roldan from the Seattle Sounders, and Malik Tillman from Bayer Leverkusen. And then our forwards, Brendan Aronson, Leeds United, Folarin Balogun from Monaco, Ricardo Pepi from PSV Eindhoven, Christian Pulisic from AC Milan, Tim Weah from Olympique Marseille, Haji Wright from Coventry City, and Alejandro Sendejas from Club America. So,
yeah. Man, now I wish Josh was here to read that.
Right? I was going to make him read names. That's what he's best
dude.
at.
That's what I miss about the show.
Fun facts about the squad. On match day 1, the squad will be an average age of 26 years and 332 days, ranking as the 5th youngest U.S. has sent to the World Cup, the 4 youngest being 1990, 2022, 1930, and 1994. 13 players were part of the 2022 World Cup squad, and the other 13, this is their first World Cup, so congrats to them. Christian Pulisic has the most caps of the squad with 84, followed by Tim Ream, who has 80, and Weston McKennie, who has 64. 13 players are dual or multinationals, so they decided to play for the U.S., baby. Tim Ream, who will be 38 years, 250 days on the day of the opener against Paraguay, is the second oldest player named to a USMNT World Cup roster, ranking behind only 1950 World Cup squad member Frank Moniz,
yeah.
Who was 38 years, 272 days. Should he appear in the tournament, which he is because he's our captain, Ream would become the oldest player to play for the USMNT at a FIFA World Cup. So I'm guessing Frank did not play any minutes in 1950. The late Fernando Clavillo is the oldest player to play for the U.S. at the World Cup, appearing at 37 years, 162 days in the round of 16 match against Brazil on July 4th, 1994, which there is going to be World Cup games on July 4th, so got the World Cup on America's birthday.
America, 250, baby.
Yeah. Malik Tillman.
Old as fuck.
Right. Malik Tillman becomes the 8th German-born player to make the U.S. World Cup roster, joining Herman Rapp, who played in 1934 World Cup, Mike Windishman, again, I would have loved Josh to say these names, in 1990, Thomas Dooley in 94 and 98, and John Brooks, Timmy Chandler, Fabian Johnson, and Jermaine Jones, who were all in the 2014 squad. Center back Mark McKenzie is the first player from Delaware named to the USMNT World Cup roster. In total, 27 different states have been represented on a USMNT World Cup roster dating back to 1930. And then Sebastian Berhalter follows in the footsteps of his father, Greg, who went to the 2002 and 2006 World Cup. In earning a World Cup roster spot, the Berhalters become the second father-son duo to make a World Cup roster, following Claudio Reyna, who went to the 94, 98, 2002, and 2006 World Cups, and Gio Reyna, who was at the 2022 World Cup and is going to the 2026 World Cup. Berhalter is also the second Canadian-based player to make a U.S. World Cup squad, following Michael Bradley in 2014. So those are the fun facts about our squad. Thoughts about our boys?
There's a lot of them. Yeah.
26 to be exact.
Yeah. There's a lot of information there. Again, great read.
Thank you. Thank you.
I will consult my doctor if I have inflammation. Yeah, no, man. I mean, some of these names were recognizable for me, but yeah, I mean, it's actually good that we got some Canadians crossing the border, baby. Let's go.
Alex Freeman should be a name that's recognizable to you.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some of them. But yeah, excited to see what they can put together. I know there's been some people making some noise in the media saying that we won't lose, but hopefully we don't get a little bit too cocky there. But yeah, no, we definitely we need to show up on our birthday year. As far as 250, but also the home turf, as far as that. But we're excited. I'm excited to see match day 1. Let's get it going.
And then the USMNT send-off games, we beat Senegal 3-2 in Charlotte. This was a fun game to watch. Got me excited for the World Cup because the last two games that we had, the last thing we lost, and I was like, oh no, we're going into the World Cup not doing so hot. And so winning this game was important. Ricardo Pepi was involved in 2 of the goals, getting a hockey assist with the first goal and assisting on the second. Christian Pulisic ended his goal-scoring drought, scoring the second goal in the match. We needed him to score a goal, and I'm so glad that he did. And the celebration that he had, it meant a lot to him because he's our best player. If him going into the World Cup not being in his best form is not ideal for us. So the fact that he scored a goal in this game, maybe the momentum, he's going to do well. So hoping. We got hope here. We're at World Cup on home soil. Both Senegal and the U.S. agreed to 11 subs for this friendly, and Poch used all of them, subbing 10 players at the halftime, then subbing out Sebastian Berhalter later in the second half for Alejandro Zendejas. Matt Turner got the first half goal, and Chris Brady made his USMNT debut in the second half. I wouldn't really blame either of the goals that Senegal had on our goalkeepers. There was just some there's still some tactical things that we can work on. Get to the video sessions, see like, hey, don't do that. And then maybe going forward, these are mistakes that can cost us in the World Cup. So I hope that we don't do it. But all in all, I'm very excited about our boys. I'm excited about this win. And Saturday we play Germany in Chicago at Soldier Field before heading to LA for the first World Cup game. So, thoughts on our send-off games?
I mean, not specifically on that, but I got a question for you. As far as the players versus the coaching, right? So we paid big money for the coach. Are we seeing some dividends or returns? Kind of with him, because I know last year things were not looking that great as far as overall morale. People saying that the boys are a little bit soft. They're not playing as hard as they should. I know we've seen a little bit of a turnaround, kind of throughout this the season, the last 6 months, really. But overall, how do you feel going into it? What's your overall thoughts?
I'm feeling pretty good. There's stuff about Mauricio Pochettino doesn't make sense to me, and I don't know if it's important for him to make sense to me, and the things that he does, the decisions that he makes, because if he can, in an eccentric way, get us to win a lot of games in the World Cup, then people are going to be like, he's a mad genius. So I really am reserving my judgment of him and his tenure with the U.S. based on our group stage. So, like, if we poo-poo it in the group stage, then it's going to be like, fuck this guy. We should have never gotten him. We paid too much money for him. But right now, I'm in this excited, like, hey, anything's possible mode before the tournament. So, and I like this roster. And I think a lot of the people that I would have brought is coming. There's few people on the roster that maybe you could change here or then, but that's just individual. But no one's ever going to fully agree with the full 26 kind of to bring. So, all in all, I'm riding with our boys until our boys fuck up, and I'm riding with them.
Yeah, I like it. Pochettino, let's go, big dog.
Let's go. All
right, we're trusting in you. We put a lot of money in you. Mm-hmm. Let's see it, and hopefully maybe he's like slow playing it a little bit going into it, like, oh, we're not that good, and then we get there and he's like, let's fucking send the dogs. Who knows? We'll see, but we will see here shortly. Paraguay.
He'll say like something here and then do something completely opposite. And I think one of those that like I actually like felt even better at, because the US puts out these like videos of like after we have a game or something, they'll put out these videos of like, here's before the game and in the middle of the, like at halftime, what was said in the locker room and stuff like that. And so Pochettino's like, oh, friendlies are friendlies, and no one gives a shit about friendlies. And then in the locker room, you see him yelling at the guys, be like, we can't let a goal go by like this, because it is just a friendly, but we need to win. And like the way that he was yelling, I was like, okay, like I'm in. Coach, you got me going. So
kind of tell the media one thing and then tell the boys in the locker room another.
I'm here for it.
Let's go.
Now, no more
Let's go,
soccer.
baby. Let's get that.
Let's go.
Let's get that cup.
Hey, anything's possible, right? Anything is possible.
And everything is awesome.
Everything.
When you're playing on a team.
Now, switching off from soccer,
we're
going to light the lamp. We're going to hockey. We got the Stanley Cup Finals. So the Carolina Hurricanes take care of business with the gentleman's sweep against the Habs, winning 4 in a row after losing Game 1, which people assumed that they were going to lose Game 1 because they literally had 11 days off because they just had 2 sweeps in a row, and everyone else was fighting for their lives, and they're just kind of like waiting for teams. And so they were like, oh, the other team's going to have the momentum. You had 11 days of rest. So people assumed that they were going to lose Game 1. They lost Game 1, and then they won 4 in a row. So chalk up Game 1. That was getting some rust off. Last night was Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Vegas Golden Knights won 5-4. There was 9 goals in this game against the Carolina Hurricanes. Nikolai Ehlers scored the first goal in the first 25 seconds of the game, which is crazy. I'm upset Vegas won, but it ultimately was a good game with a lot of goals. I got a lot of respect for the Carolina fans for what they were doing and the chance that they had during the game. So I'm here for Carolina. You fans, you keep it up. You keep that shit up. So if you can't tell, let's go Canes. That's who I'm rooting for. You didn't have the Florida Panthers to contend with this year to keep knocking you out of the Eastern Conference Final. So it's your year, baby. You don't have to deal with us. So if you're going to do it any year, you're going to do it the year that the Florida Panthers we're not in the playoffs. Last time Carolina won, Lord Stanley, their coach Rod Brindamore was their captain, and that was in 2006. So he won in 2006 as their captain. Can he win 20 years later as their head coach? We shall see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So thoughts on the Canes versus the Knights?
Yeah, should have been the Stars, but that's all right. Vegas. The Knights have been there, just sniffing at the finals
in 2023
years. And they won it a few years back, and so we got a former coworker from Vegas, big Knights fan. Of course, we got Jason, from the Discord, who's a big Carolina fan. This looks like it's going to be a good match. The previous one, Carolina, went 4-1 against Montreal, and then the Knights have shut them out. Very much like the Knicks. Knicks have been shutting people out 12 games in a row, which is Justin, what he said. Big win for the Knicks, and we'll see. And we'll see if that kind of momentum will carry for the Knights getting that first game. 5-4. That's not a very decided victory. It's hockey though, so every score really counts there. But it really came down to them the final 2 periods, outscoring them 4-2. I like it. I'm excited to see the highlights because I didn't really get to watch anything this week. I'm excited to start following it again. And I'm kind of with you. I kind of want the Canes. Not just kind of that Southern charm there.
Good story for the Canes if they win.
Yeah. Man, great story for them. I think just for our buddy Jason.
Yeah, Jason needs a win.
Yeah, he needs to win so bad. Oh my gosh, his teams, they're the worst. I'm excited for it. Yeah, that is crazy though. Like the players, now the coach.
Yeah.
So if they can get that done, that's just
Yeah.
a storybook.
It basically his name would be on the cup as a player and then as a coach, like 20 years later. That to me, that's why I love sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's shit like that. That's why, like, when people say like sports don't mean anything or all this, I point to shit like that. I'm like, yeah, it does. Like, it's the least important, most important thing, as Roger Bennett says when he's talking about soccer.
Yeah.
Ready to get a little weird?
Oh, I thought we'd been weird. What?
Let's get weirder.
Let's do it.
All right. So this meme, going back to soccer a little bit. So FIFA apparently is saying that we can have laptops on the sidelines now.
Okay.
And so we had and this was, I was wanting Josh here because I want both of your brilliant minds, but Josh isn't here, and so I'm putting you to task, Tushka. You're creating the meme. This is the picture. What is he showing the boys?
I mean, I'm from the military, so my perverted mind goes immediately to like Bonnie Blue or something of that nature. Like, look, another guy. But yeah, actually, probably what's happening. I mean, even though it's a Mac, it's probably a touch screen, and he keeps pointing at stuff and accidentally hitting it. And then everybody's like, Coach, come on, man. It's a touchscreen. What? Why? I didn't even touch it. Well, if you get close enough, it works. You know, like, oh my gosh, get me back there. Get me back. Help me get me back to the home screen. I feel like that's really what's happening. But yeah, as far as like one sentence, yeah, look another guy with Bonnie Blue. That's my name.
Love it. I'm here for it. In the game, what was funny is both the English broadcast and the Spanish broadcast realized that they could hear Pochettino giving the boys instructions and showing them the video on the laptop, that both the announcers just shut the fuck up. And we're like, let's just listen to him.
Oh, dude, right? Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, why offer conjecture about what they're saying?
Right.
You can actually hear the source. Yeah.
So I'm ready for all the laptops on the sidelines, because FIFA is requiring water breaks because it is hot in the US. So every game is going to have water breaks in both halves. So we're really making it very American by making it quarters. We're having 4-quarter soccer games.
Yeah. Oh, that is crazy.
So
let's do it though.
So in those water breaks, you might see a laptop, you might see the coaches giving some stuff out, and there'll be some great memes. We're going to drop this picture down in the Discord. If you want to join the Discord, the link's down below. It's completely free, and you can create a meme from this picture. We're giving that gift to you. But this is usually where I go, Josh, where can the people find us?
Yeah.
You haven't been here for a while, but I think you're pretty good at knowing what we're doing around here. So, Tishka, where could the people find us?
Oh, well, first and foremost, they can find us on socials everywhere at Ruckus EV. But yeah, no, I mean, if you're here for the YouTube channel and for Twitch, we do go live twice weekly. You got Wednesdays here with Wrap It Up. Thursdays, you got Justin and Josh doing Ruckus Wrestling. Then you guys, once a month, right? The first Saturday or Friday of the month, you guys are doing the book club, which I believe you guys are doing this one on the 12th.
Yes, we're doing that next week.
Post correctly. Yep. So you guys are doing that next week. And then me and Josh are gearing up for fantasy football season this weekend with our dynasty draft. We won't be going live or anything for that, but we are we're starting to heat up, baby. Because football season's almost here, and we're excited for that. But Tuesdays, it's not going to be every week, but it will be. Right now, it's kind of been about once a month. You can catch Aaron with random bracket battles. So try to keep up with that guy and his logic in movies, where he will basically just tear movies to shreds. Dude, he shit all over Guardians of the Galaxy 3. yesterday. It kind of broke my heart a little bit, but absolutely hilarious with him and how he breaks down movies and the like the wealth of knowledge and callbacks that he remembers is incredible. But yeah, so he's going to be doing that. We're going to be recording and then posting it to go live afterwards. But yeah, here soon after he kind of gets the transition kind of finished and gets the studio set up, then we'll actually be going live for that. So we actually have some crowd engagement. But other than that, yeah, definitely just check out some of the videos. I looked at some of the statistics and the analytics here recently, and there is one video from over a year ago that for some reason just keeps getting pulled in to people's algorithms, and like once a month it gets about 4 to 8 views, and it's one of our fantasy football like videos. That where I was doing the intro video kind of things, and it was Stranger Things, and so definitely check out some of those. Soul does a great job of getting some of the shorts and the
shorts are
videos
great.
with the shorter contents together for Wrap It Up. So definitely check those out and give them some love. Like, subscribe, and do all the shit social wise. Do it.
All the stuff. Yeah. Some of my favorite is what YouTube decides to put as your guys' pictures for the shorts.
Oh my God.
And thankfully, YouTube never chooses me. It's always you or Josh.
Hey, I mean, we will gladly look like fools instead of you. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, YouTube, because YouTube couldn't find a bad picture of you.
Oh.
So that was the issue.
Well, thank you. I missed you, Tushka. So so glad that you're here. Josh, if you are watching, get better.
Yeah, quit being a bitch.
You
We're faking it
as well.
I'll get better, brother.
Go have that Tums.
Yeah.
But thank you everyone for watching, and we shall see you next week.
Yeah. Peace, y'all.